Hi guys and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 with Ajax. Youth Academy Challenge of course in full force. Triple header today, we've got Alkmaar, then we have Excelsior and then we have Willem. So decent run of fixtures for us today. Alkmaar obviously the hardest of those, we're playing them first here. 3-1 victory for Feyenoord in their game earlier on, so they are, they're running away with the league a little bit now. We need to get a result against Alkmaar here away from home to stay within touching distance of Feyenoord. Heerenveen in second, you'd expect them to win their game at home as well. PSV Eindhoven as well, you'd expect to beat Den Haag, so they'll probably creep up on us a little bit. So we need a good result here against Alkmaar. We've not played them yet, they are a decent side, up there where they are in the league of course. Very, very decent side. Shawnee coming out to allow Zefoik back into the squad. Gino Decker is still injured. 10 days, 3 weeks. He probably won't be available for any of these 3 games. So the squad today is as follows. It's Roygrok, Bakboord, Veltman, Delight, Savastano, Kelenkamp, Aiting, Nunnally, Van der Beek, Kluivert and Surhouse. What about this young man? Does he have a contract? No, let's offer him a professional contract. £400 a week on a 2-year deal. He will take that and he will turn professional. He still has, still got 4-star potential there. He looks really average. Well, he doesn't even look average. He looks poor. He looks really, really raw. But he's actually done pretty well. He's actually got a better average rating than Andre Onana. So hopefully he can do the business for us. I'm actually hoping in our youth intake we get a goalkeeper with a lot more potential than him. But if not, we're going to have to, we're going to have to bear with him. Nonetheless, let's just dive right into this game here. Against Alkmaar away from home, it's going to be tough. They're going with a 4-3-3 of sorts, a 4-1-2-2-1, whatever you want to call it. But that's quite a good front three there. That Weghorst guy is very good. Wout Weghorst. And then Johan Bachsch, however you would pronounce that. Iranian there. He's a good player as well. Van Rijn is not bad. Ron Vlaar, obviously, formerly of Aston Villa, is a decent experienced defender. So it's going to be tough for us today. Just hope the young boys can do something. Carry on straight on from where you left off last game. An amazing 3-2 victory away over 20 in the cup. Despite being 2-1 down, we came back to win that 3-2. So hopefully we can channel some of the spirit we would have generated in that performance and go and get a good result here. But it will be tough. We're under no illusion on that one. As Bizot will take the goal kick. Weghorst will not get there, it's headed forward. Surhouse losing it though, it's a good challenge. Svensson finds Vlaar. Across it goes back to the goalkeeper by Van Eyden. It'll go long again, hopefully we can attack this one again. Weghorst nods it down this time, but Aiting snatches it good. This is what we have to do, we have to be determined in the 50-50s. Van der Beek to Kluivert. Oh, he's given that away, that is a poor ball by Kluivert. Here they go, the Iranian winger on the right hand side plays it into Weghorst. I'm not even going to try and pronounce the Iranian winger's name. Van Rijn has got the ball into him. Nope, goes to Van Overeem. Back to Van Rijn. Good play. Chance to whip it. Does. Garcia arrives and he's cannoned it off the top of the bar. And that's a solid, solid chance for Alkmaar at the start. It came from Kluivert giving the ball away. We need to tighten that up. Heerenveen actually losing at home. Thierry Ambrose is scoring for NAC Breda. It's into Veltman now. Back heel. Come on, he's free. There you go. Nunnally's free. Cuts it back for a Kelenkamp and it's been nicked. That's really poor losing the ball there when we had a great opportunity. And that's a sensational pass by their keeper out to Ali Reza. Come on, just close him down, somebody. He's running away himself. Savastano, son, well done. Delight now. Route back to the keeper's block. Plays it back to Savastano. Go up the line to Kluivert. Delight, come on, get out of this. Savastano and then up the line. Lovely. Kluivert now. Pick a pass into Karl Aiting over the top for Surhouse. The ball's not on. It's a poor decision. Goes back to Ali Reza into Van Overeem. Decision making's hurting us today. We're playing like a young inexperienced team today. It's over the top for Ali Reza. He's beyond Savastano now. He can cross to Weghorst. It's a perfect cross and it's a perfect finish. And it's 1-0 already to Alkmaar. And again, we've given that away. We were in their box with a chance to get it in from Nunnally. He's played a poor pass and Alkmaar have countered us. And now Kluivert's off injured. As if it couldn't get any more perfect. We don't have anybody to bring on, so I suppose we'll just bring on Ziyech. Yeah, he might as well just play as a winger out on that left hand side. 20 minutes gone, 1-0 down. Need to create something here. Push forward, please, boys. Come on. It's been in that final third where we've been really poor today. 7 shots to 1 in Alkmaar's favour. We're being dominated. This will move us 9 behind Feyenoord if we don't get the win here. Even getting the win, we're 6 behind. Den Haag are beating PSV, which is interesting. Van Rijn to Alireza. Van Overeem moves it for Weghorst. Delight nicks it. Right, come on, equalise before half time, please. Backboard. Kelenkamp. Nunnally. Run, Nunnally. Don't just launch this. It's into Sierhuis. It's not launched though. It's a good ball. Sierhuis for Van de Beek. It's a good ball. Ziyech is there. Van de Beek to Ziyech. Go on, Savastano. Offer him an option. Ziyech whips it. It's not a great ball. Nunnally will head it into the post. Nah. He has to head that back across. I'm sorry, but that's a poor decision to try and sneak that in for that angle. As Bizot will take a free kick long. Weghorst loses out in the air. The ball's going to go back through to Vlaar though. Take it, Sierhuis. Nah, it's all the way back to the goalkeeper again. It's too easy. They've had that option too many times to go right back to Bizot and launch it again. We win the header again. Van de Beek flicks it on, but it's Van Rijn winning it back for them. They've been too strong for us in these 50-50s. I identified that early on in the half that we'd have to win those challenges and we haven't done it. Alireza now 2 men on, which leaves Van Overeem in acres of space. He can play in Weghorst. He does. He plays a ball as well. Backboard should be on that. He's not. Garcia can cross it and it's a tap in for Alireza. And it's the death blow, frankly, before half time. 2-0. Sometimes we play with the freedom that you get from youth. Today we've played with the inexperience and naivety that you get. Can't say that word right now. Naivety that you get from youth, and it's been really poor. Really, really poor. Backboard has been terrible. I'm going to bring Zefoik on for backboard. We've had 2 shots, none on target. That just sums it up for us, I'm afraid. Aggressively expect to see much better. If we could come out in the second half, get an early goal, we've got a chance still, but I don't think it's much of a chance, to be honest. Show some passion, don't just lie down. Kelenkamp to Delight. I think that's the first time I've mentioned the Kelenkamp's name today. He's been absolutely anonymous. But here we go, possible chance. Zefoik, a Kelenkamp. We need a good comeback again today. Nunnally touches it back to a Kelenkamp. He finds Aiting, hammers it. Oh, the bar! We need that to go in, I think. It was a good chance as well. Once again, we failed to hit the target. Great chance. Honestly thought that was going in. When he found him in that much space, I genuinely thought he was going to score. Heerenveen 2-0 down. Very interesting, that one. Van Rijn forward. Alireza, Van Overeem. Weghorst tries to play it in behind Zefoik, who's asleep. Garcia's in. Lovely touch on a goalkeeper. It's 3-0. We're getting embarrassed now. Poor defending again by the right back. Backboard and Zefoik have both been ripped by that Garcia today. Their front three, as identified before the game, their front three has absolutely abused us. BSV 2-0 down to Den Haag. Feyenoord are running away with this title, it seems. Svensson heads forward. Again, look at that. There's, 3 of our players in the middle there, and their midfielder picks it up almost unopposed. Savastano's ball forward's poor. We've done that all day. We've just basically passed it to their defensive line. Forward to Weghorst now. Has a runner. Doesn't he have to play the pass perfectly because we're not on him. Garcia's free again. They're flooding it. Look at that. Freeze frame here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Alkmaar players in the box. 1, 2, 3, 4 Ajax defenders. That is not acceptable. They dig out the cross, head it on. They've got acres of space, plenty of time, and it's 4-0. I mean, this is just abysmal. Absolutely shocking. Is that Alkmaar ahead of us? It is on goal difference now, yep. Yep, it absolutely is. We need to rest some players now. Nunnally can come off. Amin Yunus can come on. Just to rest him now, pretty much. Oh, come on, no, don't make this worse. This is humiliating now. Fred Friday, Svensson, Woytens, nicked by Carl Aiting, forward to Sierhuis. At least give us a goal. Ziyech, who's done nothing since coming on. Savastano slows the game down. unnecessarily. 18 now. We should be in here. Ziyech has to square this. No, it's a good challenge. Keelenkamp's your house. Story of the game. Story of the game. Acres of space. Easy finish. Puts it wide. As Bizot clips it long once again. Savastano's header for Aiting. Aiting's header to no one. Van Rijn picks it up. We've done that all day as well. Under no pressure, we've just headed it away. Keelenkamp nicks a bad pass. Veltman now. No options. Goes back to the keeper. 15 minutes to go. 4 goals behind, and we're going back to our keeper. Launching it for Van de Beek, who's done very well to peel into that position. A Keelenkamp to Aiting now for Van de Beek again. Asking him to jump again. He wins it again. It's your house. Karl Aiting, can he find Van de Beek? He can. It's an easy ball in. Yunus has to finish this. Strokes it wide. I count at least 3 golden opportunities that we should have scored. We can't even blame the defence here for giving up the goals so easily. Yes, the defence have been poor, don't get me wrong. But we've had 11 shots and we've only hit the target 3 times. That's unacceptable. I count 18s that hit the bar that we should have scored. Surhouse's sitter a minute ago. PSV have came from 2-0 down and are winning 3-2, of course. And that's it. 4-0 defeat against Alkmaar. Well, when we get beat, we certainly get beat, you know. We don't have many 1-0 losses. We seem to get absolutely slapped when we get beat. And that's 4-0 from Alkmaar. We need to beat the next 2 teams now. Kluivert won't be playing any of those games. He's out 3 to 4 weeks. Delight is out 9 to 12 days. He probably won't be playing any of those games either. Which means Zefoik and Veltman will be the centre-back pairing. Well, by the 24th, we'll know exactly where we lie before we play Feyenoord again. Where are we now? We're 9 points behind them now. We're only 2 behind Heerenveen at the very least. We're level with Alkmaar, but we do have that game in hand over them. Vitesse are only 6 behind us. They're down in mid-table, but we do have the game in hand. They have the game in hand over us. 20 could catch us as well with game in hand. Utrecht actually can almost catch us with the game in hand. PSV are 6 behind, no games in hand though, thankfully at least. Feyenoord are playing Heerenveen next, which is good. That'll round out their campaign. Who do they have? Oh, sorry, their first half of the campaign. Who do they have? Heerenveen then have Alkmaar, which is good for us. Players roundabout is playing each other, and then Feyenoord have Roda. So Feyenoord have got some pretty easy games now. They should win the 2 of them. I'd like to think we would win these 2 games coming up here. I'm just hoping, frankly, that our job is safe because of the football we're playing. The attacking football and the fact we're giving so many young players a chance. I'm hoping sticking so close to the philosophies is going to keep us in a job, but we still need to get some results. Delight out for Zefoik, as I say. Off the bench for Shoney, because why not? Justin Kluivert off the bench, off the park, I suppose, for Ziyech, and then De Jong on the bench. There's not much we can do in terms of rotation because we don't have many players. It's a 4-2-3-1 from them, being very brave coming out here. I'm going to aggressively tell them we expect to see better because they were abysmal, particularly up top against Alkmaar. The thing is, you might say, okay, we only had 3 glaring chances or so, but they weren't all at 4-0. You know, if we're 2-0 down and we scored one of those glaring chances, for example, Aitings, we come out in the second half, 2-0 down, he gets a chance right away, we go to 2-1, all of a sudden it's a different game. So although the defenders gave them some easy chances, I can't blame them entirely, because if the strikers would have finished their dinner, then it would have changed the complexion of the game completely. Clearly something's going to happen early here. Roy Grock launching it long now for Surhouse, who doesn't win the header, but it breaks to Ziyech anyway. Down the line for Van de Beek. Can he find Surhouse with a cross? He hits the byline, stands it up. Surhouse centre of the goal, nods it wide. Don't you dare let this be another one of those games. That is a sitter, and he's put it wide. That was on a plate there from Van de Beek, and he's put it wide. Right, Ziyech now swinging it in. Zefoik can't win the header. Keelenkamp can get it back out, hopefully. He cuts it in, and then it goes back out. It's a bit weird. Ziyech whips it first time. Veltman way over the bar. We just don't seem to be making the right passes. When we're in the box, we put it back out to Ziyech. That doesn't make sense. You're in the box. Look for an option in the box. Feyenoord are beating Heerenveen now. Feyenoord are definitely going to run away with the title. Backboard to Keelenkamp, down on the chest, back to backboard. Not a great cross away. Savastano, somebody show us an option down the line, please. Ziyech looked offside. Shoots way over the bar. 4 shots, none on target. 5 shots, 1 on target. I mean, our finishing's just abysmal. Backboard now. I think maybe we bring up another striker from the youths for the second half of the season. 18 to a Keelenkamp. Backboard's in space, but nobody can find him. So your house out wide, Savastano can play it down the line. No, he puts a terrible cross in. Easily blocked. Picks it back up into the middle. There you go. Carl 18. Show us something here. Back out wide. Lovely. That's a lot better. Whipped in first time. Not a good ball though. We're going to have to go again. We're putting good pressure on him at the very least. Backboard picks her up. Lay it into Nunnally. Square it. It's got to be an easy finish. Searhouse. There you go. 1-0 to Ajax. Thank God for that. We need to stay within single figures of Feyenoord at the very least. If we win here, is it 9 now, I think? Yeah, if we win here and they win, we stay within 9. Vermeulen playing it out wide. Elazouzi. Come on. Oh, Elazouzi roasts Veltman. It's in. It's in. The volley. It's off the post. Get rid of it. Jesus. Well, we survived that. The first real bit of danger. And us scoring seems to have woken them up. It's played forward. 18 on the chest. Lovely play. Zefoik. Van de Beek. Go on. Play a good pass, son. Down the line. Savastano's bombing forward. Well done, son. Get a good cross. Cross his first time. It's not a great one. It's played away. And Kulwijk manages to clear. Elazouzi picking it up. Come on, he's completely isolated. Well done, Veltman. Keelenkamp, Van de Beek, Searhouse. Play it wide. Go on, get this in. Stand it up. Ziyech stands it up. Searhouse rises and hits the woodwork this time. At least it's closer than the last one, but it's still no good enough. We should be at sight already. And it's only 1-0. Elazouzi whips it. It should be caught by the keeper. It is. We've been back. Utrecht are battering 20 away from home. Christensen lays it out. Played forward. See, they're playing it for the back there far too easily. Bruins closed down by Savastano into Elazouzi. Vermeulen now. Over the top. Oh, Savastano's asleep. Elazouzi can whip this. Zefoik chests it away. Bruins though. Elazouzi cuts her across. Kulwijk. Vermeulen. I thought that was in there, I must admit. Just wide of the post. And we're going to go into half-time with a slender 1-0 lead, despite being by far the best team. We've battered away at them. Feyenoord are 2-0 up against Heerenveen now. I'm going to assertively tell them not to get complacent, because we've looked a bit sketchy. We'll tell Backboard and Searhouse to ease off their tackles. We don't want him to get sent off, of course. Ah, well, Searhouse is already automatically told to ease off his tackles. Just tell him to concentrate as well. Don't want to give anything stupid away here. Keelenkamp to 18 out wide for Nunnally. Come on, get me a second please early in the half. Kill them off. Ziyech to 18 and Savastano as Groningen are beating PSV Eindhoven now. And Utrecht are 4 up away at 20. Keelenkamp holds off but 3 defenders. Good play there. Carl 18 now. Wall of black and red between us and the goal though. Zefoik, Savastano touches it into Ziyech. Got to put this on a plate. He stands it up. Why is he standing it up? Nunnally across and Searhouse has hit the bar again. Honestly. Utrecht 5 up. We should be about 5 up. Ziyech, Keelenkamp. Just thump it, son. Thumps it, deflects, breaks to Ziyech, crosses it. Van de Beek, it's in. It's not going to count, is it? No, it's chopped off. Van de Beek is offside apparently. I didn't see that. I didn't think he was, but I'm assuming he was. Den Haag are beating Roda. Keelenkamp is knackered. We're going to bring him off. Frenkie de Jong can come on, I suppose. Oh, they have a backboard as well. That's interesting. 19 years of age. Central midfielder. Looks alright, actually. Wonder if he's related to ours. It doesn't seem to tell us. PSV are level. It'll tell us our backboard though if he's got a brother or something. No, no favoured personnel, so obviously isn't a brother or anything. 7-1 to Utrecht now, my god. Right, we'll contain this game here. 10 minutes left. Oh god, a little over 10 now. It's your house losing it. Masop picks her up. Close him down, Nunnally. Gives him too long. It's Elazouzi who'll pick her up. Here's the counter on. Elazouzi, I've got a horrible feeling about this. Vermeulen's got a runner. It's into Messaoud. Oof. Just over the bar. Thankfully. Corner though. Hadauer. Bruins. There it is. There it is. 1-1 because we didn't take our chances. All of a sudden we're now chasing the game with 8 minutes left to go when we have hammered them all game. I'm starting to get a bit annoyed with how naive our players are now. I mean, the thing is, yes, they're young lads and everything, but young lads don't miss these kind of sitters. They just don't. I don't think we're going to get another chance here. 40 seconds to go. They've got the ball. Utrecht are 8-1 up. That's what clinical finishing does for you. Veltman nicks it. If we're going to do it, we have to do it now. Eating, De Jong moves it quickly for Ziyech. Come on, get this whipped. Ziyech whips it. Nobody's there. Nunnally better get this back in. Poor touch. Nah, it's over. Even that was wasteful. Ziyech's cross is terrible there. He knows there's nobody there. I still look and see that. And it's going to end one apiece here. And I tell you, the new youth intake can't come soon enough. We need some fresh blood in this squad. That's abysmal. That's worse than the 4-0 in the last game. Because we had the chances there to absolutely bury them. They had one chance all game and they score it. Send the assistant to the press conference. We need to win this game at the very least. We wanted 9 points now. And the max we can get is 4 from these games. It's no good. Do we actually have anybody in our youth teams who can come up? Let's see. I mean, I still like Sirhouse, but he's so wasteful, it's unbelievable. Jensen came from Copenhagen. That guy came from Helsinki. Dean Solomons. He's a proper youth boy, but he's a centre back. Thafani came from Cape Town Ajax. Noah Lang is a midfielder. We don't have anybody. Mies de Wit. Nah, looks average. What about the under-19s? Couple of right backs. Eros Madi. Looks an okay winger, 16 years of age. No, we really don't have anybody. I mean, there's Abdelat Nouri, which, you know, obviously, I'm going to be using him. Martin Kars, no, we don't have anybody. We really don't. We're using all of our best young players now. We need the youth intake to freshen the squad. And we need to, at the very least, be second in this league. If we lose the league to Feyenoord playing really well, I don't think we'll get sacked. The board are pleased with our management, presumably because we're hitting the philosophies so strong. But fact of the matter is, no matter how well you do in the philosophies, if you're like 5th in the league, you're going to get sacked. Offers made for Amin Yunus. Let's see. Couple of 100k. Let's negotiate with Copenhagen first. They won't negotiate, alright. Basel won't negotiate, and Salzburg won't negotiate. Fair enough, we'll just accept the best deal, I suppose. Basel's is the best deal. Do you know what? We'll just take them all. There's like 25 grand of difference. I'd rather just get rid of him. Alkmaar against Heerenveen, 2-0 to Alkmaar, who are absolutely on the rise. They're up to second now, actually. PSV beat Vitesse. They're 1 point behind us now all of a sudden. PSV 20 win, but they're way down in 10th now. Not much of a problem for us. And I wonder who Feyenoord are playing today. Roda. They'll smash Roda, no problem at all. What are we now? We're 11 points behind Feyenoord. That is insane. Delight can come onto the bench, I suppose. It's something, but other than that, it's just going to have to be the same team because we don't have many options. We just need to go for this. Aggressively, we should be winning. They need to understand there's a responsibility on them here. They're not just young lads out here trying to play and see how it goes. They need to win these games. And they've been woefully wasteful in front of goal. The funny thing is, I actually think if they had Huntelaar up front instead of Searhouse, they'd probably win most games. It's just the lack of clinical finishing that's really, really hurting us. We do create quite well, actually. Win this game and we're back. We're up there in second place. But with 25 minutes gone and one shot and it being off target, I'm not entirely hugely confident. Half an hour gone now. Starting to get some shots, but still no action. That suggests we're being wasteful again in the last third. 8 shots, nothing being seen. 42 minutes, our first piece of action. Nunnally given away. Koulibaly. Liefdink, Kiravella, forward to Sol. Come on, we need to take this ball off them here and get forward ourselves. Kiravella out wide. Azaoui won't get it. Savastano to Ziyech. Karl Eiting forward, Van de Beek. Terrible pass. What is he doing, man? Wellenreuther manages to play it forward. Zefoik reads it well. Out for Nunnally. Just about gets it. Race past him. He's chipped it in. Van de Beek, there you go. What a finish, man. He gets away with his poor pass with a finish like that. 1-0, thankfully. And that's 9 shots, with only 1 being worthwhile of showing. It is 1-0, but again, this is a dodgy scoreline. I'm gonna tell them I'm pleased with how it's going. Try and boost morale and see if that helps us. We told them not to get complacent last time and they got complacent anyway, so we might as well just try and boost morale for the second half. Ten shots to 1. That worries me. That makes me think they're going to nick something. Ten shots to 3 now. Right, come on, backboard, let's get this in. Van de Beek, Nunnally, square it, son, loses it. Ball's lumped. Sol picks her up. That's a weird pass, but he finds his man. Hirkens. Velkonya, come on, take it. Reinstra, Liefdink, that Sol guy's on the shoulder, ready to run through as well. Flicked to him. Veltman does so well, but then gives it away. Ball's in. Sol's through. Come on, keeper. Shoots wide. Thank God for that. Right, tighten up, tighten up. Sol now. Utrecht taking the lead. Zefoik wins it. Eiting, right, bury them, hit it quickly. Ziyech, Van de Beek, in for Searhouse. Come on, bury it, son. Searhouse shoots wide. Wide, wide, wide. Once again. Backboard now. And this looks very familiar. We're hammering on the door but not taking our chances. Searhouse losing it. Ziyech, Van de Beek's making the move. Goes back to Eiting though, negatively. Savastano, stand that up. Van de Beek's in acres. It goes to Nunnally. Tries it from a dodgy angle. Saved and then the rebound. Thank God for that. Right, let's take some players who are tired off here. Savastano can come off for Dykes and Eiting's pretty tired. We'll bring on De Jong for him. That should put the result beyond doubt. 2-0, thankfully, and we will be in second place with 18 games gone. Oh, and Ziyech's free kick deflects in. 3-0, absolutely assured now. Jurgen Akelenkamp gets the assist. Wonder if that's because he was brought down for the free kick, perhaps. But good stuff, must admit, good stuff. Ziyech's corner, headed away. Ilhan Kauri picking it up. Do not dare let them score. We deserve a clean sheet today. Villaconia. Dykes with a challenge. Breaks though for Sol. Dykes with a challenge. Breaks for Koulibaly. He should never get anywhere near that. Back stick. Nope, not even back stick. Just gets brought down for the pen. Let's go contain. Make sure they don't come back. You never know. Can the young man save his first penalty of his career, I wonder? Van der Linden with the penalty. Nah, it's in. Shame. Job van der Linden. That is some Dutch name right there. 10 minutes to go. The only real big chance they've had all day there, the penalty. They've scored it, fair play to them. But we should we should be able to see this out without too much bother now. Yeah, we've done well there actually, just to close the game out at 3-1. Whipped in, Veltman nods it down, De Jong back to Kellenkamp, hammers it, easy save. That'll be it. At least we got one win. You know, the Alkmaar result was disappointing, the Excelsior result was crushing. At least we've learned from it, done better here today, been a bit more clinical. Well done, boys. If Feyenoord were to lose to Roda, that'd be great, but I doubt it. Nah, 3-0 Feyenoord, as you'd expect. Well, there you go. We're 11 points behind Feyenoord. We're 1 clear of Alkmaar. We are 2 clear of Heerenveen, 4 clear of PSV Eindhoven. When are the next games, actually? Are they before the break? No, Utrecht and Alkmaar are actually after the break. It's a bit weird, but there you go. Well, that's the way the table looks, and it'll be quite a while before we play again. 28 days before we play again. Obviously there's not going to be any transfer window action since we're not buying any players. We'll sell some probably during January, but no point showing that on camera, of course. So when we come back, it will be that Feyenoord game. We'll be about a month forward into January. A disappointing episode, I must say, against Alkmaar. You know, you're a young team, you're away from home. Sometimes you're going to get battered by the decent sides in the league. That's acceptable, I suppose, looking at it that way. Excelsior, we were super wasteful. We got stung in the 83rd minute from a corner. Really, really weak from us there. No happy with that one whatsoever. And then the Willem one took us till the 74th minute to actually tie up the game. But thankfully we did, I suppose. You've got to say, we've learned a little bit probably there from our experience against Excelsior. But we're still to sort of stop-start, if you like. But when we come back, we will be playing Feyenoord at home. If we can win that one, you never know. It could be a race. Get it back to 8 points. I think Feyenoord are probably going to run away with the title, but who knows? We just don't want to get beat there, you know. We don't want to lose at home. At home, we actually have a pretty good record. Let's see, have we ever lost at home in the league? Yeah, we got battered by Zwolle 4-0 at home. But other than that, we are actually unbeaten at home, so we have a good home record and could perhaps get something over them there. Then we're away at Vitesse in the Cup quarter-final. Need to be winning that one. As I say, the Dutch Cup are best chance of silverware. Before we go, we'll have a little look at some of the players and see how they're training this month. Let's look at Sierhuis. He's training okay, but it's not rocketing up as I would like to see there. Van de Beek, nothing. Nunnally, a little bit. Nobody's really exploding, which annoys me. Karl Eiting, nothing at all. Kellenkamp, up a little bit. Backboard, up a little bit as well. Zefoik as well, a little bit. Savastano, a little bit. Nobody's really exploding. It's kind of disappointing, actually. The goalkeeper, nothing at all from playing first-team football at 16 years of age. Gino Decker going down physically because he's injured. Cliver going up a little bit. So nobody's really exploding. I think it's going to be a bit of a long simmer for the players before they explode. I think, you know, I thought one season and they were going to explode and then next season would be ready for the title. Maybe it's going to take till season 3 before we can properly challenge. But I'm not going to drag this out any longer this episode. That is the end of the episode. Longer one, of course, because of the 3 fixtures. Bit disappointing, to be honest. Was targeting 9 points with 7 points the absolute minimum. Well, 7 points would be okay. 6 would have been the minimum. You could take losing to Alkmaar, but you really had to win the other 2 games. So 4 points is a disappointment. But obviously, they're young players and everything. They're going to have some of those games. It's really frustrating when they keep missing chance after chance, putting it wide, hitting the bar, that kind of thing. But that's what's going to happen with the young players. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Hope you're enjoying, of course, the series. Of course, to follow the series and the development of the young lads, you can subscribe to the channel, which I would be eternally grateful for. But mostly just thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time when we're taking on Feyenoord and Vitesse.